R&B Money. We up. Tank. J Valentine. We are the authorities on all things R&B.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? I am Tank.
I'm J Valentine.
And this is the R&B Money podcast, the authority on all things R&B. We're excited today. In R&B Money land. Family member, loved one. I lost a lot of fans doing some work.
Oh, we're doing this.
With this young lady, this very, very talented, multifaceted boss lady. Let's just get into who she is first. Ladies and gentlemen, from the preacher's kid.
No, you will not.
Yeah.
What you not gonna
BET's
do?
on.
Yeah.
What you not
Come
finna
on, man. Ace Time's on.
H-Time.
Singer, songwriter, producer, actor. We gotta put comedian in there. Stylist, couture.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Interior decorator.
Interior design. You need a bag. She's probably already got it. She'll resell it to you. Turn up for Miss LeToya Luckett.
Yeah.
What an introduction.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Hi, family.
So can we just get this out the way?
Yes, go.
What?
Would you like to apologize, Devlin?
I don't think.
My dad still don't fuck with you about that. When I see that nigga, I
Listen, we
swear to
don't need the full explanation. Would you like to apologize, Devlin?
I stand on my character.
You did your work,
I
sir.
did. Listen, and they really had me doing worse. And
And he was like, I can't.
And I was like, come on, guys.
I can't do that.
Is Jesus paying for this? Like, I can't. This like they said, hit her and then kick her 3 times. I said, I don't understand.
I have a whole nother career.
Is this movie about abuse, domestic abuse?
I didn't sign up for this.
It's like you're losing me. And them kids, I remember getting off the plane one time, and a little kid going, "It's Devlin." I'm like, no, it's not. It's Tank.
Tank,
I want to know whose parents had him watching.
Man, it was
Whatever.
It was a movie.
Whatever.
It's the movie that became this classic in schools and churches.
Yeah.
They play it in schools and churches. Apparently, it's there are lessons in there.
Is it to keep you away from the R&B singer?
No. It's
You're R&B singer, so I don't know why you laugh.
right. I mean, look who's talking
Devlin.
here.
I'm not Devlin.
I'm not Devlin either. I got paid to be Devlin.
Can I tell you, my bro is and I have to say this every time someone tries to, make a jab at my bro. They like, yo, I still don't like Tank over that bougie. I'm like, he's one of the nicest people I've ever encountered in life. Like, he's my bro for real. He's loving. Like, this was hard for him to do, but he just did his job. So job well done, sir.
Thank you.
You know what?
Thank you.
Job well done.
Job
Thank you.
well done.
You're not gonna apologize,
So
but
get
job well
out of my comments. I don't care what I post.
I'm
Somebody
still the
will
nut-
sneak on there and say, I
They
still don't
still
like
think
what you
Gianna
did.
is Bishop's baby.
Huh?
They still think my daughter is Bishop's baby.
You know what?
Man.
From Greenleaf, when you
Just when you do
Right.
something, yeah.
when you do
like
the
yourself.
work.
You do well.
Yeah.
You know what I
You
mean?
do well.
And it's
You do
the
well.
mean people that stick with people, because when you be nice in movies, they forget you. What? I don't know.
keep getting booked to be the villain.
Me too. Is that a thing?
But you know why?
Why?
Because we have so much pent up aggression.
Because we want to be the nice
Because
person
we're
all the
always
time.
the nice person all the time. So we always have to pack those.
Let's unpack that.
You know what I'm saying? We always have that packed away. It's stored away for when we hit a breaking point.
And I enjoy using it.
You know what I'm saying? Like when it's time.
So what would I be if I'm an actor then?
Yeah.
You might do that a little natural. That might be your everyday.
It's how you live your life.
Jay, as
I
we
mean,
know him.
So would I be like the super nice?
You might get your nice
real soft, real softy.
Jay, not so direct. If you could just
Tone it down.
if you could beat around it a little bit, just pause. And we also want to point out, this is R&B Money, the R&B Money podcast. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people, will go into their style bag.
Into their money bag.
Into their money bag.
Yeah.
And just help with the aesthetic.
Hundo.
If you notice the shirt,
Yeah.
she has on.
Yeah. It's big money talk.
It's big money
I
talk.
put some
you know what
thought
I'm saying?
into it, guys.
You said what?
I knew where I was coming.
Yeah.
And I said, I just don't want to wear anything.
Yeah.
I want to put it on.
Ain't nobody pulled up with the money. You know what I mean? They might have the money in their pocket.
They put up
Yeah,
with the money on her.
With the money on.
Yeah, she got it on her.
You gotta wear it, you know?
You're super stylish.
Oh, thank you, bro. You are too, both of y'all.
Super. You're super. You've been on it. I learned my style a little later after Jay burnt half my closet up. But he did that.
How did you?
When I-
Did I
He
miss
did it.
something?
I love telling this story because it's true.
What
It
happened?
speaks to what you
Bro,
say. But listen, what happened is he walked in my closet. This is when we were, when Jay was like officially, you're the manager, you're the guy, you're the only guy. We're gonna trust each other and we're gonna take this ride, right? And he walked in my closet. All right, let's just start getting everything together. Your aesthetic. Let's just start really tapping into the music. And so he walked in my closet. He looked and he's like, we should burn all of this,
All of this gotta go.
all of that.
Fire sale.
And I was like,
All of it?
That's what friends are for.
But bro,
That's
that's a real, I mean, you been sharp.
no. He's right. He was right.
That gotta be fly.
You be
'Cause
sharp.
I was church. I looked church good. There's a difference.
Yeah, we had to get him to the streets.
There's a difference.
You know what I mean?
You could be sharp at church too.
You can be sharp at church, but he had to get me.
Yeah.
He had to get me to Italy.
He
You understand what I'm
did.
saying? He had to get me to Rome.
He got you there.
You understand what I'm saying? He got me there, and so
High
now I'm
five,
just
bro.
now you can't get me
And
out
you
of
ain't even like, you do your casual fly stuff. So the fact that you stepped in and know,
Jay is fresh.
he's fresh.
Thank you, guys.
Always fresh.
Thank you.
Been
He's
that
been
way.
fresh since he was a baby. That's Jay. It's not a over the top style.
No.
It's just always really cool, nice shit.
Really nice.
Always
Crisp, if you will.
crisp. If you,
Crisp, if you
You know,
will.
I iron my clothes.
You do.
I do. We are going to
It's
go back
clean.
in time, but I just want to start at the style part because you always
Very stylish.
come with some cool
Been
shit.
fly from
Always.
jump.
Thank
What is
y'all.
where did you get that from? Where did that start?
I think with my grandmother and my mom, because my grandmother has always been, I mean, like, till she left this earth, she had her Gucci bags and shoes to match. I mean, come on, Alpha Williams. Sharp. Okay, Alpha Williams was
Yeah.
sharp, and my mom was the same way. And I think also,
Shout out to Pam.
shout out to my mama Pam. Mama Pam.
Mama Pam. You know I love your Mama Pam.
We know. We know you love Mama Pam. Who can't love Mama Pam?
No,
you know what I'm
sure.
saying?
Yeah, no choice.
But I do feel like with starting my career early at 12, like we couldn't get off the plane looking crazy. Like we had to have makeup done, hair done, have on the right fit. We had to carry ourselves a certain way because we knew with being in the public, of course, there
You were
weren't
in the public
blogs and
eye
stuff and
early.
paparazzi, but we had to be on point. So I think it taught me to be that way. Like, and my mom was also one of those people that was like, you never know who you're gonna see on the way to the mailbox.
Wow.
Never know you gonna see.
She would tell me that from a little girl. I was like, who gonna be out there, Mom? Just when I'm out there riding my bike, I don't see nobody but the ice cream man.
Ice cream man might pull
Never
up
know. You
and
never know.
I guess. So between my mom, my grandmother, my mom, and starting this thing early with DC, I was kind of trained to want to always make the effort to be on point with my style.
all right. And last question in the present before we go back to the past. Do you think that that's missing
Now,
in today's?
In entertainment or just in music?
I think
What would you say?
as it pertains to female R&B artists.
Okay.
good question. I mean, all right, let me serve it to you this way. So with social media, like people are able to be themselves on their platform, on their pages. They can, however they want to show up,
Yeah.
style, the way they talk, that's who they are. So I feel like the cookie cutter way that the labels might have, wanted us to look, or, well, this is what's hot, this is the new trend. And then the stylist shows up to the photo shoot, the album shoot with this one rack of what everybody's wearing. That's not happening anymore. So it kind of makes me feel like, okay, I love that people are being individuals and they're able to be creative. And if they ain't the type of girl that want to put on the short dress and maybe wants to wear the baggy jeans and maybe a crop top, however you want to do it, sis, do it. But I just feel like social media has allowed the freedom for people to be themselves and not be that, you know how when it was time to do the album packaging, photo shoot, whatever was hot at the time.
There used to be an album cycle.
Right.
Yeah.
Literally an album cycle and a rollout and a whole thing, like where you had to either like you had to get in shape or you had to whatever it is. It's like you said, or they would bring you the full thing, the full gamut of whatever is the hottest stuff.
Whatever was hot at the time.
At that moment.
Which kind of I think didn't allow people. I mean, I remember I forced y'all on the first album, the first DC album. At the time, I loved wearing shades on my head. For what? I don't know. I never put the motherfuckers on. But anyways.
But just on the top of your head.
On the top.
Okay.
I didn't throw a fit, but it was like, no, like this is my thing. Like I want to just add my thing to it. And it made the photo. It made the album, the cover of the album. And I just was like, this is just my little piece of me that I want to carry into this moment, you know? So I feel like now people are allowed to be more of themselves. And whether that's more casual or you looking like you run on the runway every time you fucking get on. Why am I cussing so much? Just because am I comfortable?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We be cussing and shit.
It's like, is this even allowed here?
We definitely
I'm like, you know what? It's because I'm having a conversation with my bros.
Yeah,
And that's how we talk.
Yeah.
And
well, the reason I asked you that question is because, I mean, I guess with social media, there has been an effect on all of that. Mm-hmm. But I think, you all were so respected and revered.
Very polished.
In your clothes.
All of the things. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It was like, it was great styling. It was all of these things and, great music to go along with it to where you didn't necessarily have to exploit yourself as a woman.
Oh, that's...
To where
now is that it's the like, question? Oh, Lord, you trying to get me in trouble.
No, I'm not trying to get you in trouble. I'm just saying that the times are where they are.
They are.
And so in order to be heard sometimes, nowadays, you got to be seen first.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? And so I understand...
Very aggressive time.
Yeah, I understand the shift.
Yes.
I'm just saying, I'm just asking from your standpoint, is there a way to get back to, being heard, respected, and loved, but in nice clothes?
So there's a second part to that question. Mm-hmm. So with the freedom of being who you are and how you want to be seen, right? Because some women feel perfectly okay with, showing up with barely anything on, and that's just who they are, and they don't give. That's who they are, and I can't judge that, right? When we were coming up, right, I remember watching videos. Duxie, when we first started being friends, there was a lot of music that she wasn't familiar with, with being raised in Africa. So she didn't really know some of our key R&B artists, right? So I was playing her the Toni Braxton videos, the Janet Jackson videos, and Whitney Houston videos. And I was like, the one thing that she pointed out, she was like, they're all covered. And I said, yeah. I said, back then, like, you can look at the Toni Braxton video and she had on a turtleneck dress.
Yeah.
And it was still giving sexy and body and you know what I mean? You were focused on her vocals because you couldn't help but you were like, yo, this woman is sexy and she's feminine and she's all these different things and I want to be that, you know what I mean? Or Whitney Houston, she would also do, she would be in a white button-up blouse with a pair of jeans on, sitting in a chair, singing her throat off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Janet Jackson did one of the baddest routines with a black tied-up T-shirt and a pair of jeans. She stood up on that chair and almost, and didn't bust her shit open. Like, I mean, that was impressive.
Yeah.
But we were so focused on the artistry and all of those women were very different. But they didn't, I am really trying to word this the right way. Why did you ask me this question? How you gonna pull this off, T?
Toya for city council.
No, I'm saying, but like, it was different. But okay, we saw Janet Jackson, and we've seen Janet Jackson on the cover of her album with a dude holding her titties. We've seen all of these different things.
There were small moments.
There were small. Here's the other part of that. There's a personality that's allowed to be seen on social media. that we didn't see what was going on behind closed doors with Janet. We didn't see what was going on behind closed doors with Tony or with anybody, Mariah. We didn't know. We knew what they allowed us to see. Right. Now with social media, if there's some ratchet behavior going on to match the outfit, then we go, oh, that's who that person is. You know what I'm saying? It's the mystery is gone.
But that's what the internet did.
Yeah.
It did. It took that.
We talk about that, right?
So internet, there's a good and bad of it.
Yeah. The internet with freedom
comes freedom.
And
you got to allow people to be themselves.
But sometimes freedom is also a prison. Right? Because now you're playing into what you think everyone wants to see. Or what you see, the numbers jump off of.
What they're reacting to.
They're reacting to.
Everybody wants to be reactive.
Everybody wants to be reactive.
And
so
get
you
a
become
reaction.
now, within your freedom, you become a prisoner.
Yeah.
You become a prisoner to those likes, to those analytics, and not realizing that forever. And I'm sure y'all grandmama said it, my grandmama said it, my people said it. Everyone loves to watch a train wreck.
Yeah.
It don't matter what part of the world, what hood you come from, you've heard that in your lifetime.
Yeah.
And now we're literally living it and seeing it.
Yeah.
Fact.
Because yes, if somebody's gonna crash, you're gonna be like this. You can be on the other side of the freeway and be like, man, why is it traffic? And people are slowing up to see what's going on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're faced with that within, from the internet and from social media. And I think the music business really suffers from it because we've always been reactive.
Always.
And now it's a magnifying glass on the reactions. So when you walk in there and you go to a label and they're like, oh, well, what's going on with him?
Yeah.
Oh, she got 3 baby daddies.
Yeah.
And she makes songs about how these niggas ain't shit.
Yeah.
Sign her.
Listen to this one. Yeah.
He got 47 bodies.
Yeah. He getting out next week.
He ain't in jail forever? No. He beat 49 of them.
Yeah.
You say that? He beat 2 extra ones too? Yeah, the ones he didn't do. He beat those 2. We're going to put his album out next week. Like, this is where we at.
Yeah.
It's a cold place, bro.
Yeah.
But it definitely has trickled down to the female artists with them having to show more of themselves from a body sense.
Or you're boring or playing it safe.
Yeah.
And I remember being told that a lot too. Like, you don't show nothing. Like you always trying to be politically correct, or you always, it gives safe, it gives square. And I'm like, but it's not like I'm going, oh, I don't want to be this kind of way. Like, this is, y'all know me, that's how I carry myself.
Raised.
That's how I was raised. That's how.
And your music is not.
It's not even. Yeah.
It's not ratchet.
Doesn't give that.
You don't make ratchet music, because here's my other thing. If that is who you are, that's fine. I want to hear the music that's connected to that. Now, if you're quote unquote safe, your songs are probably a little more safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I understand it, but like throwing it, because I've watched people try to throw artists into the fire where one thing doesn't match the other.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, you probably just don't want that artist. Or you don't want to be in that type of business with that artist. Because at some point, that's going to implode.
Absolutely. Because it's not them.
You can't live that life for so long. Man. You
Definitely
can't.
not now.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get back to the beginning.
Yikes.
Well, let's go to the beginning.
Okay.
Texas.
When did you know? What church were you in? What mother on the mother's board came to you and said,
well,
girl, you can sure sing? When did you know you had something?
Betty Hollins.
Come on, Betty Hollins. Come on.
Brentwood Baptist Church, baby.
I got an auntie Betty too. Come on.
Yes. Brentwood Baptist Church. And she would do this thing during service where the children's church, the children's choir would be singing, and she would pass the mic around. And it got to me. I ain't get that motherfucker back.
You stole the church mic?
I just felt like it was my time, Jay.
Had you been waiting? You were waiting?
I was waiting. I was it was coming my way. And I think in that moment I was like, this is what I want to do. And I remember
How old were you?
Ooh, I was about 6.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I was about 6. Yeah. I was ready. And I just, from that point on, I think she saw my confidence and the love that I had for music, and she just continued to allow me to lead the songs. And then she sent me to Japan with like,
wait.
Yeah.
How did you go from
the children's church? I stole the church mic, and then she sent me to Japan at the age of 10 to represent the U.S. In this big world choir they were doing. She sent me, thank you, Miss Beth. Thank you, Miss Hollins. I love her. She still lived down the street from me.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And so that was the light bulb in your head.
It was, but my confidence was different back then. Mm-hmm. Like, y'all know how I get shy on the mic now. You couldn't tell me nothing. The one thing I knew I could do was sing. And I just wish I could get that confidence back. I would do anything to have that confidence back. And from there, like, I started being in the school plays and going out for the lead roles. You couldn't tell me nothing. And then somebody told me I was off. And it set me down.
You had an Aunt Betty moment. That's
Auntie Betty told me I was off.
It's Aunt Betty.
Yeah, told me I was off.
Well, that turned you up, though.
Turned me up. I was like, how I do, Auntie Betty? You was off, baby. You was real off.
Yeah, somebody told me I was off.
And I was like.
So with them, okay, from a confidence standpoint, because in this business, that's pretty much the major key. The major key. Is to be definitely be on key. But the confidence.
Confidence is key.
You can't let anyone affect your confidence in this, because tomorrow can be your day. So most of the time, because we're in a subjective business, we all know that, where it's all opinions.
Yeah.
So people don't even realize how many no's you got to go through.
Oh my God, I talk about that all the time. It's so many no's.
To get to the right yes.
Yes. Facts.
So if your confidence ever wavers, that shit can throw you off.
Right.
Completely.
So at what age does someone tell you that, where they throw, like, did you have that moment where it was like you said, someone told me I was off?
Well, yeah, once I started going to voice lessons and I became a part of DC, it wasn't your local talent show no more. This wasn't a stage play. This was real. You know what I mean?
And how old are you at this point?
I'm 12 at this point. 12, maybe going on 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
So middle school.
Yeah. And I think, to hear the other voices around me, and especially, we talking about B. Mm-hmm. I don't sound like that, Mom.
Right.
I don't sound like that. Ain't how I sound. Does that mean I'm not good, or does that mean it's just different? Like,
right.
And you start questioning, because this isn't me watching Whitney on screen anymore.
Mm-hmm. Right.
This is someone in my face, and I'm hearing the power in her throat, and I'm going, whoa! And it didn't turn into competition or anything like that. It turned into, wow! I'm looking at this person with an amazing gift, and I'm getting to experience it. Like, how can I better myself? Or, like, I know our tones are different. We're never gonna sound the same, but like, I need to work on myself. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need to work on myself.
Yeah.
And I think I had a moment of, wow, am I ever gonna be good enough? So I'm gonna play my position that I've been given in this, and take advantage of this opportunity. Mm-hmm. And the position I was given was soprano. Mm-hmm. So I just worked on that.
Right.
You found your lane.
I found my lane in the group. Mm-hmm. I played my part, but I played that part for so long that I never really put the effort to make the other parts of my voice like to grow that. You know what I mean? Because I was so busy at sharpening the soprano.
Absolutely.
Knife. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be on. You know what I'm saying?
Hold the top down. Yeah.
So I became insecure in anything else, and to even hear my voice stand alone, because I'm just here for the harmonies. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to play my part as a soprano in the harmony. The thought of hearing my voice alone again or being a solo artist was, oh my God, the anxiety.
But when you look back on that time,
when that was never a problem at the age of 10.
Right.
What? All I want to hear is myself.
But then the flip of that is what it helped create in you because of the rehearsals, the time spent, the criticism.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What this builds, because what I find too in the industry that we're in now, where we're at now, this current moment in this time, is the work ethic is so different.
Yes.
I think that people think you just have to live in the studio. And whatever comes out of the studio is what it is, more so than it is the rehearsals. Hall.
Oh yeah,
voice training.
The voice training, the endurance training. You know, like
running in heels.
There, and that's where I was about to go to. There are stories about y'all development and what it took to get y'all to a space where what I would call unfuckwittable.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw y'all group and I was like, this shit is crazy. Yeah. These girls are cooking, singing, dancing, not missing their note, not missing their steps. Like that shit was really cool to watch from the female sense. Because obviously I was in a kid group, so I came up through that whole Brooke Payne, you know, military style rehearsals.
Yes.
But it was always very male based for that type of stuff.
Yeah.
That type of structure.
That type of structure where you saw what was created through that, and I just always respected it. I always respected it because for me, I could see the work. I could see the work that y'all had put in from the rip. Like, oh no, they're different.
Real different.
They really rehearsing. Can you give us a little bit of like the regimen? Oh, because man. I think, like I said, people get confused on what this shit really takes to have
greatness,
a 30-year career, a 50-year career, a lifetime career.
Yes.
In this.
It was no games. You know, we didn't get to do the proms and the homecomings and the kicking it with our friends. Of course, there was time for that, but we ate, slept, and peed this industry. Like it was nonstop. We would wake up, go to rehearsal. Then we would have individual voice lessons. Then we would have group voice lessons. And then we would eat. And then we come out of that and we go into another rehearsal. And then we'd work out. And then we go into another rehearsal. And
golly,
that was our day.
And you slept and you did it all over again.
All over again.
For how long? Before y'all ever even put out an album?
We started that. I mean, Girls Time had already been doing their thing 4 or 5 years before me, I think, for sure. So when I got in it,
how old?
I got in at 12. So, God. I mean, it's all we knew.
Yeah.
We didn't know anything but that.
Yeah.
There was no like, oh, I'm going to the movies, I'm going to take a family trip. Nah, it's like, especially when we were trying to get our deal, it was nonstop. Remember showcases? Yeah. We were having showcases for labels. So when that got amped up, then it was time to, do more rehearsals, and we go to Atlanta and we, would rehearse there and have a vocal coach there. And it was nonstop. It was nonstop.
And the debut album comes out at how old?
I was 16.
So another 4 years.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. But I will, one thing I'll take away from that experience, man, that whole thing, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. I remember, I don't care if we were in the airport, I remember being on an airplane, getting woke up like out of our sleep, like come to the front of the plane. For what? Of course, we never asked that, but it was like, okay. We sang the national anthem on the plane as people are trying just to have rehearsal, singing in front of people on the spot. We were singing like hotel lobbies, like wherever, whenever, like we had to be on point. We would sit around and practice our harmonies all day long. We used to listen to Boyz II Men in Vogue all the time and be sitting by the boombox like, this show note, this show note, this show note. And we would do that all day, every day. Just harmonizing, getting the blend together. Yeah. And, you know, it was life. Yeah. We didn't know life outside of that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And there was no break. For what? You ain't got to where.
We have a goal.
Wow, that's taking me out herbal. But I think that that's why we've been able to have long careers, to be okay with a little criticism here and there. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of the criticism that we were getting came from a place of love and wanting someone wanting us to see us at our best. Mm-hmm. I think now we all know how to differentiate between, you know, mm-hmm. the two, right. You know, and also we know how to keep our business to ourselves. We were trained to do that. Right. We ain't gonna pop off unless it's in a song.
Right.
This is very true.
Oh, you want a response? Let the album come out.
Right.
Yeah.
We learned how to we're taught about the mystery and how to keep that.
Right. Yeah.
We had to watch the Michael Jackson, you know, if there was a tour DVD he had out or a tape, you know, something like that. We would watch Mike all day. We would watch Janet. We would watch Shaka. We would watch the greats all day long.
Mm-hmm. Studying
them.
Studying. And y'all were connected to some things that were also great that a lot of people may not know. I know because I'm from there. Y'all got some Bay Area roots.
I mean, hey, Dwayne.
You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother Dwayne Wiggins. Because that's how I first heard about you.
Yeah.
Through Dwayne Wiggins. From Tony, for people who may not be familiar with just the government. Mm-hmm. But even in that, those steps to get y'all to where y'all were going. That
moving to Oakland.
Moving to Oakland. As kids. She's gonna uproot, move to Oakland, of all places. And listen, what I know about Dwayne will have you in the trap.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
We was eating fried catfish almost every day.
Hey, Dwayne and Raphael, you know what I mean? Raphael, they'll get you with the whole, incense and candles and the whole, you think
barefoot.
They take it to the hood.
Nah, they from the streets.
They
from the deep Oakland. They from the streets of Oakland. So I already know that y'all were experiencing something completely different. How did that also play into, right? Because you're now signed to another artist.
Yeah.
Were you able to experience some of what was going on with their group? Or was that something completely different from y'all? Completely different.
We were sheltered from a lot. Now, although we were there and whether we were in the hood or not or whatever, we didn't really know. I mean, we was in the house. We was in the house practicing and learning harmonies. We didn't get outside at all. You know what I'm saying? We maybe to go have dinner every once in a while, but we were babies. So they knew to keep us out the way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They were even super careful about who they put us on tour with. Just all of that, because we were so young and very sheltered and protected, and there were chaperones. It was all as it should be. We're kids on the road. Yeah. You know, Oakland wasn't first. Atlanta was. During Freaknik time, we was in the house.
Did y'all hear the Freaknik outside?
We ain't hear the Freaknik. We just knew. We just knew.
See it rolling by.
Something going on down the street. I think they call it Freaknik.
That show looks freaky.
Is that Freaknik? What is it?
That show looks freaky. So, when do you think you regained at least enough confidence to say, and I don't want to skip over anything, but to say, I can do this on my own?
That came later. I'm still fighting with that a little bit. But
after all your solo success, after everything, still.
People don't realize how the seeds that they plant, especially into children, the words that are said, even if said with love. I think now that I have kids, I'm very careful with the way that I talk to them and the things that I say to them. Because as an adult, I remember. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we were kids in an adult industry. So in
there
a
is no
business,
kid
a machine.
Part of the music business. It's just kid artists.
And even
There's
if we were
yeah.
exactly, and we were getting, I think we got dropped from a label at one point. The rejection started early with us. Because we were, wanting to get on. We were wanting to put out an album and all these different things, and everybody wasn't feeling it. So rejection, we got our nose early. And that can do something to you. It can do something to you. And, but it also, I feel, makes you stronger. I do feel like I am stronger and able to push through a lot of things because I know even with some of the no's that I received, I'm still here. And I'm still, my gift, nobody has taken my gift from me. For sure. They can't do that. But it does have it can be a mental fuck.
So you sounded like you had confidence.
But I'll tell you when it started. So I, after DC, I honestly didn't know what it was that I wanted to do. Being a solo artist was nowhere. What? I would argue you down. I might have gone off on you if you said anything to me about what? No, that wasn't an option. And then I found myself here in LA working with Chris Hicks, Terry Ross, Dave Young.
Noontime.
Guys.
Noontime.
Yes.
My guys.
And, they were like, yeah, let's do a little something, whatever. So I did a few of these records, and Dave was helping to build my confidence up in the studio. I will love him forever for that because he was my teacher, and he was very patient with me, and he knew, what I was going through mentally. And he was like, your tone is crazy. Your tone is crazy. You need to just like understand that you can stand alone. Like you can do this. And I was like, no, I can't. This is not whatever. And so we just kept working together and Chris ended up shopping me a deal and getting me signed to Capitol. And everything was fun and all until I had to start performing live.
Really?
And that's when the anxiety, the panic attacks, that's when it got real.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah,
it got real. I would have panic attacks in the bathroom. I was scared to go on stage. My voice would literally be shaking. Like, to be out there alone by myself and not have my girls up there with me. I didn't know how to play that off.
Wow.
I didn't know how to play that off. And it wasn't until I got on the Mary J. Blige tour.
That's when I saw you.
It wasn't until I I thanked Mary at the BET Awards like just a few weeks ago because I don't think she understands what she did for me in giving me that opportunity and allowing me to just be a part of something so amazing and watching her on stage every night. Like, one thing about Mary, it's going to be from her soul. Mm-hmm. She's not worried about whether it's on, it's off, it's this or that. She is telling her story.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters. She getting it out.
Yeah.
And I learned so much from watching that. I came from this. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Which is great too. Mm-hmm. We see how that performs.
Of course.
But to watch someone just go out there and pour out their soul every night, it made me go, let your hair down a little.
Yeah.
Like, get your freedom back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, trust yourself. Trust your gift. Mm-hmm. you're here for a reason. This woman wouldn't have you opening up for her if you sounded like a dying goat. Like, you're here for a reason. And I just feel like in that moment and allowing, God just showed up. He did. And every night I got stronger and stronger and stronger. And I started to realize, okay, this is where you're supposed to be.
And how long is your set at that point?
My set was about 25 minutes. 25
you got
minutes.
right into it too. Because people don't realize it, like, 25 minutes sounds short.
No.
But for a new artist, because you also weren't doing any old records.
I didn't know. No, it was all my album.
Brand new, yeah.
So you giving them 25 minutes of new music.
Freshness.
And a few dance routines.
Come on.
Ooh, bow.
A little bit of
that's not easy.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it was a lot.
I saw you on that tour.
You did?
And I was like, and it was when you were singing what's it called in between the two? What is it?
Torn.
Torn.
Did you say called? Okay.
You were singing Torn. And I knew what notes were coming up.
Why does everybody know the note?
I knew what notes were coming up, and I wanted to see
if I could do
how it played out live. Yeah. And I was like this.
See?
And you went into the heavens
and got to it
and lived there.
So okay, so that's another question.
I be knowing that they be looking for that note, bruh.
But did you purposely do that in the studio? Like, I'm about to show these motherfuckers I can sing.
Dave said, where do you want to go with this? Because this is the bridge. So you can't give me this. You got to give me that. And
they don't really give that anymore. But, whatever.
So
they give you this now.
He gave me a little bit of something. Dave, because Dave Young. So he gave me a little bit of, I can feel. He did something. And I was like, we going there? He was like, yeah. So he gave me a couple of takes of it, and that's what y'all got. It's kind of like what happened with Good to Me.
No. We'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
But no, because I remember that. I remember the notes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like you said, everybody remembers that. I think for me, it was more so, she got something to prove.
Yeah.
Maybe even if you unknowingly did it.
Yeah. I wasn't going to leave the booth until that was done.
That's what I felt hearing that record. Like, she got something to prove, because I'll be very honest with you.
Mm-hmm. Always.
Didn't know nobody else could sing. Just is what it is.
Right.
I can't be nobody but me. I'm going to tell you the truth. I didn't know nobody else could sing. So I remember, I don't know what city I was in. And did they
y'all wasn't hearing the harmonies?
No, listen.
Y'all wasn't hearing the harmonies?
There's harmonies, and then there's...
nigga might have heard harmonies.
We was in there.
I'm from the streets. I don't hear no harmonies. So, I hear them.
No, I heard the harmonies, but it was still... You didn't know anybody could do that. Yeah. That wasn't listed on the package.
I'm at a hotel, some random city. I don't know if it was an event. Did they have like some... I feel like I'm right. Did they do a promo where they like hung something on the doors of hotels of yours?
Yes.
See? I remember the first time I saw it, I'm like, she can't sing. Don't fight me for it. But this is my first, I gotta be, you know me.
Yeah.
My first time seeing it, I'm like, the cute girl from, what is this? Who put this on my door?
What is this?
Right? And I'm sure I wasn't the only person who did
I'm sure you were.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I was the only person who did it, because we ignorant to the fact of, we go off of what's presented to us. Mm-hmm. So for me, I just thought, that's my natural thought. Then I hear this song and I'm like, what the fuck? She cooking.
She cooking.
Oh, thanks, guys.
And you came out as a solo artist, first as in the group, but as a solo artist before auto-tune.
Yeah.
Talk about
before this auto-tune thing. So what was on that record
was you.
How you sang that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a believer from that point on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
From that point on. But at first, I was like, she's just a, cute girl in the group. And she can't sing. What's this? What is this?
Pretty girls don't sing.
Ain't that what the young nigga say
now? And then, I guess before we get to that next album where we come in, there was this movie called The Preacher's Kid.
That you still ain't apologized. I tried to get you to apologize.
He's not going to apologize.
He's not cooking. Can Devlin apologize?
I don't even know where Devlin is.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
He's not in there,
that
bro.
jacket he had on, too. I'm sure he probably still got that jacket on.
The leather jacket?
Listen, I had a hard job managing this guy after he played Devlin. Because I didn't manage him when he played Devlin.
No.
Big J was just talking about
this
at
people who
the
still
premiere.
remember Devlin when I took Tank on as an artist, or when he took me on as a manager.
It was hard. I remember there was an agent was like, you know how I go for you, bro. And I was like, no, like my bro can act. And he was like, I'm not signing him. I don't like him from that movie. I was like,
bro, you really did a great job though. Like I'm trying to get you to apologize, but like real shit, you did a great job in that movie because it affected everything.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
but just not everybody, but everything. There were people who saw you as that.
Yeah, they did.
People were like,
and they couldn't unsee it.
Like, dude is mean.
Yeah.
Tank?
They thought I was,
Are you serious?
And
then on his album covers, he's just on there buff looking mean.
Yeah,
like,
But he's not.
He's the nicest guy in the world. I mean, nigga.
So I mean,
It's me. It's me.
So we're doing this movie, and I think the coolest moment in shooting this film was that
Diner scene?
Nope.
Which one?
I think that came off cool to everybody else. But the personal moment between me and you that we shared, that we unintentionally shared, was in the bedroom after the fight. After I beat you up. I hit you. And then I started apologizing and then just start talking about how the industry
gosh, yes. And I was there. They only did like one take of that, didn't they?
One take. And
teasy.
We had a moment that was so personal between the both of, like we were having a conversation about
Tank and
Toya. Not as the characters.
Yeah, as Devlin and Angie.
And we got to crying and boo-hooing.
Bro.
Like
they had hurt y'all.
The scene was called for.
In real life,
we were hurt.
Why?
Why us, right? It was to the point to where she was missing lines.
I was.
Just crying. And I was like, baby, you know what I'm trying to say. Your part goes like... And
they still owe me money.
They still owe me money. Right? And we are crying.
Crying, real tears.
Having real emotions in this scene.
We were.
To the point.
You remembered that.
Oh my God. To the point to when they said cut,
we could
not stop crying. Like we were just, it was a release of some real shit that we was going through at the same time.
Yes. We connected. I think that's when we connected.
Yeah, that's what it was like.
As friends, like brother and sister in that very moment.
Yeah.
Like, this is bigger than this movie.
Yeah.
Because I remember after that, he called me in the trailer and was like, I got a song for you.
What year is that?
Is this
2009? 2010?
Yeah. Like,
like 9? Yeah.
8, 9? Yeah, somewhere. Yeah. Like
that's right before we start working on the Now or Never album.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was kind of in a little limbo again because, Sex, Love, and Pain, it came out and I had done all, the cool stuff with Sex, Love, and Pain, but then I was, starting to dry up again.
Your shit's dry. It's dry.
Starting to dry up on me. Background wasn't acting right, and all those things. But that moment, and then I was like, I got some music for you. We should do some music,
man.
And now we can get into. First of all, you killed Preacher's Kid.
You did too, bro.
You killed it.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I did amazing.
You killed it. You're such a bar for female solo artists. You're such a bar, and when that bar is missing, like who's gonna help influence and help inspire and help like keep that thing like Big J used to get on me. It was like he used to like, man, you don't put out enough music. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you just don't put out enough music. Like, people need to see you. They need to hear that. Like, their ears need to be programmed and tuned. That frequency needs to always be available. so that people know what it is, so that the real is never missing. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. And to me, that's what you represent. Every time I've ever called you on stage, cook. On demand.
Cook. Thank you.
Every time. Can I get my show back? If I can get my show back.
Yeah, she gonna get to it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because if she sing one more song, I'm gonna have to pay her. Like,
thank you.
And so, even to this day, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're missing. Well,
what y'all trying to do? Fucking Shit. He said, don't threaten me with a good time.
Luckett.
Well, first of all, can we just, I have to do this.
Okay.
I have to do this.
Okay, do it.
I know y'all know me as like sis and whatever, and we probably had conversation about like me having more kids and what do I want for my future, especially going through what I just went through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm like, do I want more kids? I feel like I love my 2 that I got. I'm 2 and I'm through.
Yeah.
But this record y'all just dropped, if the right motherfuckers show up, and that's like, y'all was singing to the uteruses across the world.
Yeah, uterus.
Every uterus.
Yeah.
Unite.
Every uterus unite.
Come forward. Y'all were singing to our cervixes. Yeah. That damn song does something to the clitoris.
Ah, wow. You gonna go to the
Oh, yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
That song, I was like, y'all put some spirits on y'all put some in the spaghetti on that. Yeah. Y'all did that on purpose. And I don't like it.
It wasn't on purpose, what's crazy.
It was actually accidental.
You don't accidentally come up with the coochie tickle.
No, the record had go ahead, man.
The record had been sitting with us for a minute.
Y'all let that sit?
I let it sit.
Yeah,
Why would you do that?
Well, because here's something. You don't know you need something until you actually need it, right? And you don't actually see the full value and potential in a thing until you need it, right? Until you're trying to fill a void and you look back like, that's what it fits perfectly. And
like a glove.
Like a glove, right? And so, they sent us a song. Shout out to Will Gittins, send us a song. Or Cosign for you. Well, for me.
Yeah, for
Will
you.
Gittins for you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jay, play it for me. I'm like, I like it. But in my mind, I'm coming off of When We Fuck, we got Fucking With Me, and dirty. I'm like, dirty. I'm like, how much fucking can we do, man? Like we've switched positions a few times. We running into overtime right now with all this fucking. And as I'm finishing the album, I'm like, what's missing? And I'm like, wow, we just went, number one. We had the number one song for 2 years in a row, 17 and 18. Like, we got to have some of that essence here. We can't. Was that a little flex? That was a little
light flex.
Okay.
It's necessary.
Yeah.
It's good.
I was like, we can't not have any of that here. Got to make sure we have that presence. Got to be a little heavy, at least a little bit. And Cosign resends me the song, and I didn't realize it was the same song. Yeah. He sends it, and I said, at the time, I need this kind of song. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this motherfucker's a monster.
It is.
He's like, big bro, I'm telling you, the guys are big fans of yours. They want this record for you. It's fire. And I called Jay. I'm like, Jay, remember that song? Did you let me hear this song? He's like, yeah, nigga, I'll let you hear that song. Nigga, that's the song. That's the song. I said, nigga, it's crazy. He was like, nigga, I told you it's crazy. I said, I'm going to tell you what's going to be even crazier. You on the second verse.
Come on out of retirement, Jay.
I said, it's time. He said,
it's time.
He said, Chief, it's just, I said, I don't want to hear nothing.
Get over here.
Get on
your part.
Record.
Come sing.
I already knew the song.
But the way y'all, he rehearsed it in the car.
I never
the way y'all cried on that record, like the way that there was like what women want and desire. Of course, you like it rough sometimes, you like it whatever. But it was a very like the sensitivity that we need from a man.
Yeah.
even though y'all didn't sing the lyrics slow or anything like that or any of that, the passion, what we want from a man to feel loved, to feel, y'all held us in that record. Y'all are literally spooning us, if you will.
No, it's a sensual. So
it's
my
very sensual.
My first time hearing the record,
the softness.
Because we didn't write the record, right? A record in which is even more foreign because
right. Yeah, I just
we write and produce, and you know what I mean. We do our own record, so that's why the record was even that. It was such a special record. I just couldn't get away from. But a big part of why I couldn't get away from it because I was just like, these niggas wrote a record that's sensual and nasty.
It's nasty, but
at the same time,
but
it's like
sweet.
But sweet, and
There's
it's not like it's not overbearing.
No,
it's only thing, right? Because you'll see the comments here and there. Obviously, just the word "fuck" in itself, it just it gets people. It's gonna cause a reaction. And anybody that knows me, when I do music or anything I've been a part of in music, I don't want to do it if there's no reaction. There has to be a reaction.
Yeah.
You know
you're
gonna
get the right reaction, you put that on.
Yeah.
And when you get the right reaction, you got something.
Yeah. What's crazy is that he don't even know is that the I guess what did you say? You said the there's a pulling.
Yeah.
There's a whine and a cry.
There's a cry.
Pulling, there's a tugging of which he delivered better than me in the original version.
But his voice, Jay naturally has
right. So when I recorded my verse and my hook and all of that, he then came and recorded his. And then when I heard his, I said, "Oh, he cooking me." He cooking me a little bit.
He crock pot?
He cooked free crock pot.
He's crock pot?
He's crock pot. It ain't coming out like this.
He's crock pot. In the crock pot.
It's a slow cook.
I said, and I heard his hook. I said, I got it. I hear it. I hear where
Jay
I need
has
to
a
be.
whine.
I said, I got to be there. Turn this shit back on. Turn the shit back on. Pull it up. Pull it up because this is not happening. No.
Was you coming off aggressive, bro?
No, huh?
Was you going in there with
No, I wasn't. I just wasn't pulling hard enough.
Yeah, he tugs.
Like I was going through the motions. Like he was really pulling, and I was like, "Ooh,
yeah,
okay, all right."
I see what we're doing here.
Oh, I see where we're going.
Y'all, man.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, turn this shit back on so I can pull. So I can.
Some pulling to do.
Some pulling.
I'm gonna tell my grandkids I
some pulling to do.
re-sing his part.
You make Chicka go back in and redo his verse like that was.
Listen, my damn lash almost slid off. Think about that damn sound.
And I almost made Toya eyelash slide.
I need to check my damn mirror. Messing with y'all. I heard that song on the plane at nighttime.
Yeah,
I heard the song on the plane.
I was on the plane at nighttime. You know how I get when you taking them night flights.
Yeah.
You sitting there, you got the earbobs in, and you just listening. You like, I ain't got nobody even laying to go to.
What?
My earbobs.
Earbobs. Come on, H time, baby.
Ooh, that turkey leg.
Turkey
leg. Yes. Yeah, that thing put me in set, made me feel tight. Well, I'm got in your comments.
Yeah. He's back. But that was the perfect. It just lined up the right way.
It aligned everything. I told you.
And the movement, continues from there. But back to you.
So how deep are you into the show at this point? Like how many episodes are you in?
Oh man, I don't even know. I think we're somewhere around 6 or 8 episodes.
You rolling. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we put one out every Tuesday.
Okay. Yeah. Every Tuesday, y'all make sure y'all tune in.
Leave it to LeToya.
Leave it to LeToya.
It's cute.
All right, so I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
First, this what you have, Leave It to LeToya, happening at the moment, really dope. What do you see as next?
I want to be on the writer-producer side of more music and film. Seriously, I have some ideas. I've put them on paper and everything, and I'm about to start taking meetings. So I want to be on the other side of the camera. Wow. I want to really dive into also design. I love fashion. I love interior decor. Like I could do that in my sleep.
Do you still have your stores?
No. So there's conversation.
Bring them back. Bring the stores back.
I mean, having a storefront ain't easy though. Yeah. It's a lot going on in the world. And it's like, and with online and with social media, Instagram, what? Why am I paying rent? Anyways, I just feel like I want to dive deeper into like things that I've like really always wanted to do and might be scared to, do them at first.
So would you design your own line? Like,
yeah, I would.
Okay.
I would. Yeah.
Top 5 R&B artists.
Yours.
Mine.
Yours.
Yeah. You're not saying what people rank in the, she put such and such. No. Yours. This is who you enjoy personally that you believe.
Old school, new school, all school.
Whatever.
Anything. Okay.
Whatever.
Luther.
Gotta start with Luther. Big Luther, little Luther.
Both.
Okay, both.
I'll take them all.
Like 1.5.
Yeah. Anita.
Ooh.
Tank.
Wow.
You it, bro.
This nigga made top 5.
He did. Already. You know who this man is? The songs he has
every day.
synced and written and produced.
This man made top 5.
I ain't saying this because bro, she's skin right here. Like he that. Wow. You know what I'm saying? He that
absolutely.
For me.
Thank you.
Tony done got me through a lot. Tony done talk to me, Tony. Yeah. Whoo, she done got me through some heartbreak. I'm already. Oh, dang, it's one more. Yeah. I'm gonna throw Jasmine in there. Oof. Jasmine Sullivan.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I can't add Jodeci because Jodeci is in there. Like you said, artist, but I want to say artistesses.
Just to make the bad of 6. That's fine.
Jodeci.
I can't not let you add Jodeci.
Jodeci. How do you?
He's a child of Devontae.
Yeah, Devontae's my other father.
Well, clearly, I can tell in the smile lines is structured the forehead.
Wow. Top 5 R&B songs.
Rude. Why would y'all ask me that?
Because we want to know.
That's not cool, bruh.
We would like to know.
And I know that can change every day. It can fluctuate.
What's your jams, man? What is your jams?
Your jams.
R&B jams.
R&B jams.
Yo. Okay. If only for one night.
Wow.
Okay, what's the name of the song? What a difference a true love in my life. Even. What's the hook?
Something, and it's they never knew something they never knew, and it's much more. It's much more than they ever knew.
Much more than
much more than they can see.
Would it be called?
Is that what it is?
I think so, but that's my number 2.
Okay. Ooh,
okay.
Yeah. We fumbled that title. Sorry, guys.
Ooh, this is a hard one. Ooh, you know what I can't stop playing right now?
Talk about it.
Funny How Time Flies.
Ooh.
Have y'all listened to that Janet record?
They were just playing it.
What?
Where was I? I cannot remember where I was.
It's like this song.
No,
is...
we were on the boat yesterday.
You was kikiing
in Miami on the Kiki on the river boat. Shout out to Kiki on the river. I'm gonna throw that out there. And Breon, who swears he's an R&B archaeologist,
he's really good.
He's really good.
He's really good at his R&B.
He's a really good R&B aficionado.
Yeah.
And he got the aux from Jordan because Jordan had us.
My nephew, I'm sure
he had us turned.
He was playing all ratchet.
Oh yeah, and it was all ratchet. But then it was time to go into the R&B, and Breon seized the controls, and he started that Janet Jackson, and it was just a little dark outside on the boat.
Yeah.
Woo wee.
That'll take something from it. It'll do something. To
Oh,
you.
it still do it.
Yeah,
it still do it. All
the way it come
changes, in. Yeah.
Did she give you French at the end? Is that French?
Man, I don't know.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Oh my God!
Just
and isn't it a continuation of Let's Wait a While?
No.
I thought it was. I thought she didn't want to do it in Let's Wait a While, and she said, let's wait a while. And then it was like funny how time flies. She ran back into the nigga and was like, you know what I mean? I'm ready.
The way you putting it together, it makes sense.
I thought that as a young girl, that's what I said to myself.
No, yeah.
I said, oh, she ready.
You probably shouldn't have been listening to that as a young girl.
I was.
You know what?
Full blown.
You know, Pam.
Nah.
Pam.
My mama let me listen to it.
What was she on, Pam?
I was on it. Oh, yeah.
Is that 3?
I thought they was hiding
I
girls
don't know.
out.
I only wanted to be 2.
That was 3.
Tenderoni.
The truth about it, Ron.
Truth
about it, bro.
Oh my God, I couldn't shake that song.
I still can't. It's a Boyz II Men song. I don't know if it's I'll Make Love to You or if it's We Belong Together. Is that the same?
End of the road.
End of the road. Which one is it?
That's End of the Road. We belong. It starts there. We belong together.
That's End of the road.
Yeah.
But or is it I'll Make Love to You? Which one?
You tell her.
You tell her.
I don't know, guys. I'm
But the one that
stuck.
starts with
5
We
A and B.
Belong Together.
I'm torn.
5 A and B.
5 A and B? Okay, 5 A and B.
You're done. You're done.
I'm not really.
You're
I
done.
have to be
You're
done.
Here we go.
You got
Moving on.
5.
Next
you're doing
question.
6 of everything.
Yeah. We're letting you get away with some
I'm
shit.
an R&B
We
girl.
don't let nobody get away
I
with
love
it.
R&B. I really do.
All right. R&B Voltron. Who are you taking the vocals from? Who are you taking the styling from, the aesthetic, the appearance? And who are you taking the performance from to make your complete R&B artist?
Where y'all getting this shit from?
Nigga, Tank just be calling me like, Chief, I'm gonna ask him.
It was me and Ruben sitting in there. He's like, yo, and then we can. And then Jacob's like, yeah.
Damn, man. And I don't want no trouble for saying what I gotta say.
No, say
Ain't
what
no
ain't
trouble.
no trouble.
No, I'm saying because I'm about to say 2 female artists who are totally different, but
it
all
doesn't
great.
matter. Who you get? So let's start here. Who you getting the vocals from?
Jasmine.
Come on.
Ooh.
Come on.
I'm getting them from Jasmine.
Get 'em.
I sat in front of that. I fangirled. She performed at Essence this past year, and I literally was like, I
Get it.
fangirl.
Come pick up your goddamn feelings.
Come get him.
Get it. Come get
I
him.
was like, is she talking to me?
Come get him.
Should I go to her house and pick up my
disrespect. I felt like I left feelings over there.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Pack them up, sis. Put them in a doggy bag. I might have left a few.
Who you getting the styling from? The aesthetic.
That fly shit.
Rihanna.
Very fly.
Very fly.
Very fly.
Very.
Yeah. She didn't like Rihanna. I love her because she just do her and like she don't miss, especially like. Remember, she was disrespecting the sidewalk for us every day. Like she would every time she walked outside. It was like
Up.
She
Every
was
time.
modeling while pregnant. Like
Yeah.
she was still modeling.
you know what I'm saying?
Like I was like, oh, okay, the belly is an accessory.
The belly is
Yeah, it is.
accessory.
Yeah.
It is.
Everything is
Like
part of the
everything
vibe.
is part of the vibe.
You know,
And she just got a certain.
it's effortless. It's edgy.
She just got a certain
She got it.
ownership
She got it.
of
Everything. The confidence is
Because what
crazy,
it comes down to is the not giving a fuck.
and she don't.
Like we talked about with a Mary J. Blige. Mary gonna give you her no matter what.
Every
it is what it is.
And she's my emotion because you got to add that emotion. Mary, untouchable.
Emotion make you
Period.
cry sometimes.
I write that
Emotion.
down.
That's what H-Town taught me.
We're gonna add emotion to that, guys.
Emotion make you cry
Feel.
sometimes.
Who do you get the feeling? Okay, got you.
Who do you
Okay.
get the feel?
Who do you-
Mary.
Who do you get
Off
that?
top.
Okay, got
Mary.
it. Got it from Mary. Okay.
You feel like she
love
she
that.
will mispronounce a word in a song. You don't
Yeah.
care.
No.
What? She meant that.
In this dancery.
In this-
I don't even know. I don't even think they've even made a dancery.
I still don't know what the dancer is.
It has something to do with the stiff leg dance and the bob. That's what
It's a place.
it's
It's called
all
a
in the
dancery.
dancery. Everybody does that in the dancery.
When she said I should have left your ass a long time ago, and wind that down.
Sing it.
Mary.
I seen it. Listen, I seen it live.
Yeah.
Of course, you seen it live right now.
Yeah.
I seen it live every night.
When she started rolling around on the ground during No More Drama or stumping or having a full out tantrum, I'm like,
Gone.
power. Y'all not.
Gone.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
It gets spiritual.
I'm in church. I'm having a full-blown experience when I watch Mary.
Last one, performance.
I got two.
You go with this shit. You just
Sorry.
disrespecting
It would be.
This is Toya.
It would. But listen, okay, because people gonna argue me that Michael isn't pop.
Michael isn't pop?
Yeah, Michael Jackson isn't R&B. They'll say he's a pop artist. People will argue me down and say that Michael Jackson isn't an R&B artist. He's a pop artist
Michael
and all
Jackson
these things.
He's
all things
No.
through Christ.
Fuck that.
Who strengthens.
Fuck
Michael
that.
Jackson is
What?
everything.
No. Fuck that. Michael Jackson is R&B.
He is.
We're
Can
not
we
even
say
gonna
it?
go to the all things.
I can't.
Michael
Rock with
Jackson
you?
is R&B.
I can't
PYT
say
what?
that. I can't
It
say that he's
starts there.
just R&B.
Gary
Oh.
Indiana.
Because R&B is let's say this. R&B encompasses so much. And I think that it was ours. R&B was ours.
It's still ours.
No. That's what I'm saying. And a way for them to take a piece of that. That's where the word pop.
I get it. I
Well, we
feel
all
you.
know what pop is, though. It's just
Popular.
popular.
But I'm
It's just
saying
popular.
a way for them to own that space.
But you know what was
and
crazy?
say that
You know how he owned them? He called himself the king of it.
He sure did.
absolutely. But think about this though. Like even
Yikes.
if we talk about a guy like Bruno Mars,
It's R&B.
he's an R&B singer.
It's an R&B singer.
You understand what I'm saying?
Justin Timberlake.
but
R&B singer.
But pop takes it out of our
It's
space.
ain't ours no more.
and
Not
puts it
here
in
at R&B Money.
this. Not here at R&B.
Not here
at R&B
at
damn
R&B
money. Yeah.
Michael,
Jackson.
Just
R&B.
Joseph, all of, hey, what other names? What is it?
R&B.
R&B.
Period.
All the middle names.
Yeah. Talk about it.
Before you get to Jackson,
Talk about it.
Michael Jackson.
Okay, so you got Michael Jackson.
It's an R&B
And-
artist.
I'm gonna say to watch Beyonce perform. I'm sorry.
That's it.
I don't. Again, that's why I said I
Rose
had to
Bowl.
have.
I went.
I had to
I went
say
to Rose
Michael
Bowl.
and I had to say B.
I went to Miami and the Rose Bowl, and I was still affected. I still.
She was like walking over us and shit. She had the thing.
It was just like
She likes to splash around in water. It's
it
puddles.
it was just.
The power that she brings.
It
when
was
she
a
goes on
level
stage.
of performance that I'd never, ever seen before.
I be
Ever.
watching her on stage sometimes. She don't know this, but I'd be like, we ain't used to do that.
Where you learned that?
Where you learned
Wait a
that?
minute.
You got some upgrades.
How you did that?
It's
We ain't used to do
another
that.
level of polish.
It's just
But it came from
different, yeah.
It came
It's
from.
so-
perfecting your craft
Yeah.
and
Perfecting your
working.
craft.
Really
And when some of us
thoroughly.
wanted to go to the movies, when some of us wanted to go, when we did have our off time, she was in the studio sitting there by herself writing the records. She was in the car I never forget, we was at this little like indoor play jungle gym situation or whatever, having our fun like kids are supposed to. And she sat out in a hot ass car and was writing to a track. And I remember going, where be at? And I was in the car. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go in now and see what you're doing. And I went and sat in the passenger seat as she just wrote this record. And I was like, we be out here trying to have fun, and this girl, she's on it. She lives this.
Yeah.
Like this, she wants this bad. It is no surprise to me that she is the icon that she is. Now, a lot of other things went into that. But I will say her work ethic is, it's monstrous. I ain't seen nothing like it. And being around it made you feel guilty if you weren't. Like, wait, hold on, I'm not doing something right. Wait,
yeah, it wasn't.
Let me get my
she didn't have to say anything to hold you accountable.
no, she did it.
She just did it.
Lead by example.
Yeah.
She led by example.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a. We gotta get back to that in this.
B used to sit in the
Absolutely.
booth with me while I was singing my parts. You know how normally the lead singer, once they've done their role or whatever, you come in and sing your 4 lines and they go off and do whatever. B would sit in the booth with us on the floor in the corner and like, nah, try that again, blah, blah, blah. And the support she would give us, even in the roles that we played
Wow.
in this.
Wow.
I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. she never stopped. She hasn't stopped. She won't. She's unstoppable for real.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. Anything that has her name on it, anything that has to do with her will be great.
Right.
By any means necessary. Even if it means sacrificing it all.
Wow.
And I saw that firsthand.
Hard work, dedication.
Hard work and dedication.
All that means.
Yeah.
Let Jay is this part. So.
Jay, don't ask me no dumb shit. Jay, don't. I'm not.
I feel like I'm being threatened. I've been.
It ain't a threat, it's a promise.
Oh, you know what, the lean?
Yeah.
The threatening lean?
Well, fuck it then. We got this part of the show.
Oh,
Talk to her.
gosh.
Yeah.
I can already tell this is about to be trouble, man. My shorts tight.
Yeah, you gonna bust up out of them.
Yeah,
Gonna bust up out of them. Listen. So, this part of the show is called I Ain't Saying No Names. I ain't saying no names. It can either be funny or fucked up or both. Funny and fucked up. The only rule to the game is you can't say the names. So nobody that's a part of the story can be mentioned. Now, you might can say the occupation. You might can dabble around, whatever you got to do. But you cannot say their name. And it's that simple. Just give us a story.
Man,
Story. Give us, you know what I mean?
It's a good one. Come on.
I like this.
Let's get behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Let's
Behind
get
the veil.
behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Hell. You know, the velvet rope.
Yeah.
You know, all the cool shit you grew up in.
Yeah.
I didn't go to Japan at 10.
Come on now.
What happened in Japan?
What happened in Japan?
You still know them niggas from Japan? I don't know. Come on. You know what? Chief, pass me some of that. Pass me a snack. Pass me one of them snacks, man.
I don't know about this. This is crazy.
I mean, they be saying we be on here eating chips and all this kind of shit. Yes, we do.
We got snacks.
We be snacked up. Baby.
I'm hungry.
I'm snacking Robinson.
Get you chips.
I'm snack King Cole.
On my damn business.
Well,
Well,
Robinson, Snacky Jackson. I know Bo mad than the motherfucker right now. Because we chewing. I know Bo. Hey, shout out to Bo. Because Bo mad than the motherfucker right now.
okay, so I remember I had just started this show and I was super excited about the role. And first day at work, call time was like 4 a.m. Crazy. So I'm barely up. I know my lines. I'm nervous as hell because I'm working with some amazing actors. And the director was crazy. Just the lineup was nuts. So I go on set and I'm in the makeup trailer, crack of dawn. Still got sleep in my eyes. It's the whole thing. And so the main actor walks in and she's losing it on hair and makeup. And I'm just watching her like, is this how we get down? First of all, it's early. It ain't even 6. You just wilding out to late, and it's just
before breakfast.
wilding before breakfast. I ain't even got my breakfast order taken yet, and you are wilding.
Right.
And so that's where it started. Then, I get on set. I'm getting mic, going through the proper rehearsals, all the stuff or whatever. And I noticed her energy is a little different on set. And so when it was time to roll, when I tell you this lady spazzed on everybody to the point where she started throwing set chairs and being violent and clearing everybody off the set and just was losing it on everybody. She didn't want nobody to mic her.
Don't touch me.
Yeah, it was like, don't touch me, get your hands off of me. And I was just like, and I'm like, yo, I am about to have to do, all of my scenes are with her.
Shit.
All of them. Every single one of them. And I'm like, what have I signed up for? So she proceeds to kick everybody off set. But then you hear her, she kicked everybody.
An actor kicked everyone off set, not the director.
She was like, get out, get away from me. It was like that moment. And then
they left.
Everybody left. But then you hear her in the distance going, I'm so alone. Everybody has left me and abandoned me. And I was like, what the fuck is happening here? report. And I'm on the phone with my agent like, bitch, why didn't you fucking tell me? What is that? Why didn't you tell me that? What is going on? Whatever. But the sad part about it was, because eventually she got it together and we started our scene and moved on.
The day kept going.
Day kept going like it was nothing. Like this was the norm.
Yeah. But so my
and it was the norm.
So my $1 million question is this a black actress?
No. And that was the sad part about it. Because in my mind, I'm going like, had this been a sister, she would have been fired.
She'd been fired.
She wouldn't have had no job.
Yeah. And they'd have went to Instagram and talked about it.
You know what I'm saying? She would have been blackballed had she carried on like this.
Have you noticed that it's called blackballed?
Of course.
Everything black isn't good is what is being, and that's how they've made us feel. Like when you're black anything, it's wrong or it's bad. We got to start checking. But we've already started to work on that, but it's such a powerful word that it makes you feel a way. Yeah. You have a reaction to it. But yes, she wouldn't have had no job. But baby, when I tell you, I was like, I remember we did a scene after, and she wilded out in the car, and I was in the passenger seat of the car, and she was using her hands, and I said, "Ooh, if she grazed me." Ooh, I just felt, you know how you feel the wind?
You was waiting for the she hit me first moment?
Yeah. You only needed a graze. Did you hear that? I don't need a graze to get,
and I'm going
to do my thing.
And you got to keep professional under these circumstances. But as a black woman, I'm sitting here watching her carry on like this, knowing I couldn't do the same thing.
Nobody's saying anything.
Everybody's just
cuddling,
letting the tantrum happen. Wow. I was like, this shit is nuts. Roll the cameras on this shit. Fuck with y'all. Got written on that paper.
This is the show.
This is entertaining.
Record this. Put this out.
Record this. That's what the people need to see.
And that's why I ain't saying no name. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen. This has been absolutely special.
It has.
You know how I feel about you. You know, I love you to pieces.
Aww,
you know what I mean?
Love you too, bro.
And it's family, it's love. It's
always
everything. Yes. It's everything. And
now we are extremely thankful.
Yeah.
Like, of course you would just look at it like, these are my guys. But no. Because we know how busy you are. We know
Thank you.
that
family,
you had to.
You got kids.
Yeah.
You got,
when the babies get involved, you got to make plans. Like, that's appreciated.
Yeah.
I move things around for y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't never not showed up when I called.
That is.
So I'm going to always do the same.
Thank you for performing at my birthday party all the years ago, too. Yeah. You came to the trenches.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. That was the time.
That was a time.
Yeah.
They sang as loud as they could when that fucking was
They did.
I fucking with you.
Yeah.
Before I came on.
What a time.
Thank you. And we less than a phone call away. Always.
Thank y'all for always being there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all have seen me at my worst. Yeah. Y'all see me at my best. And y'all are always the first ones to call when the shit hits the fan. Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tank.
I'm J Valentine.
And this has been the R&B Money Podcast, the authority on all things R&B with one of the coolest to ever do it. Flyest.
Yeah.
The beautiful inside and out, LeToya Luckett.